Welcome everyone to this edition of the Fifth Wrestling Federation. I am your man. I am Scraps. How you doing, everybody? I must have put the wrong background up here. Hang on 1 second. Let me put the right background on. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh. All right, there we are. Now we got it. We are representing the Hardcore Sports Network and the Scripps Wrestling Federation. I'm your man Scripps for the ROH. That's Ring of Honor. And I'm christening it Ring of Honor Rampage post watch party. So let's see who we've got in the chat. We've got a big conversation going on here. Let me see in the chat. All right, here we go. We got our main man, Tyler Helton, with he is the director of SWF First. That's family, including respect, sensitivity, and tolerance. It is a campaign for people with disabilities. All right. Also, we have our chief caterer, Mama Scripps. How you doing, Mama Scripps? Nice to see you in the chat. Make sure to give us our menu later on. All right. Also, we have Patrick Palmer, our president, always letting everybody know that they are welcome. All right. And let's see who else. That's it. So we have Tyler Helton, Patrick, and Mama Scripps. So one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new subscriber. We now have 41 subscribers, and since I don't know who it was that subscribed, I'm assuming that it was either BKL Entertainment or it was JP Giles. And since I can't determine who's who, I put both of them in the Scripps Wrestling Federation family. Therefore, JP Giles is now our vice president of creative writing and booking, and BKL Entertainment is our SWF president president of the SWF network. Much like WWE had WWE Network, we now have SWF Network. So there you go. All right, let's see what this conversation is about. First of all, my man Tyler Helton says, I want to see Swerve Strickland versus Adam Page rivalry again in 2026. Don't we all, Tyler? That is a good rivalry to have, especially now. And of course, Mama Scripps is in here, making everybody feel welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. There's the StreamYard link, and it is also in the description below. So you can become a streamer like me and perhaps even more successful than me. All right. And of course, Scripps WF there is actually Mama Scripps. She's using my tablet, so that'll be all right. Also, we have Patrick Palmer, our president. He's saying hello. Let's see, we've got, and of course, Mama Scripps is liking the music. All right. Let's see. Tyler Helton, I want to see Marina Shafir in GCW Bloodsport. I was under the impression that Bloodsport was a separate entity from GCW. I did not know that GCW owned Bloodsport. But I guess I learned something. Anyway, let's see. And Patrick asked if you think she would do well in GCW Bloodsport. I think she would. She is a former UFC fighter, so I think she would do perfect for that. And Mama Scripps agrees. So therefore, there is our conversation that we've had. We are 2 minutes away. So let me let you in on where we're at. We're in the locker room for the SWF. That is the room you see behind me. Adhere to the code of honor and press the like and subscribe. Share the stream and chill with the team. Ring the bell for all notifications so that you never miss anything that happens here at the Scripps Wrestling Federation or the Hardcore Sports Network. And follow me on X and Twitch at ScripsWF. Our next watch party will indeed be WWE SmackDown. That is tomorrow at 6:50 Central Time. What we will see tonight is as follows: Robbie Eagles versus Sean Dean. One of the six-man tag team champions there for ROH, Mina Shirakawa versus Charlie Evans, whoever that is. We also have Dalton Castle and the Outrunners, Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum in action. Also in action, we will see the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue in action. Zeta Steel versus Johnny Robbie. I do know who Johnny Robbie is. She is a Joshi from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Also, the Tuckman versus Mark Davis. And we will have TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, Che Cabrera, and Shane Thorne. He's going by Shane Thorne, I guess. Versus SKYFLIGHT, Scorpio Sky, and Dante and Darius Martin in a trios match. So there you go. That is the card. Let's see. Tyler Helton says matches must end via knockout or submission only, with no pinfalls and disqualifications in GCW Bloodsport. Yeah, that's basically what happens with UFC. So basically, this is wrestling's answer to UFC. So anyway, we're gonna check here and see if Ring of Honor is on now. There it is. Zeta Steel with Christopher Daniel. She's a part of SKYFLIGHT. We are on the Remind Me NXT Underground. It reminds me of NXT Underground. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. This is on ROH Honor Club. You can get ROH Honor Club for $10 a month. and you can get everything Honor Club, pay-per-views, everything. And that will be very useful in the future because Ring of Honor will have a 2-night event that will be Global Wars Canada and MLP's Uprising, which will be co-produced both by ROH and MLP. So those will be March 27th and March 28th. Make sure to mark your calendars for those events. We will be doing a watch party for those events. As Zeta Steel is getting it from, oh, wait a minute, let me put the banner up. Let's see, Zeta Steel, yeah, is getting it from Johnny Robbie here. This is the woman I was telling you about. She is from New Japan Pro Wrestling, wrestling in their women's division. Their newly formed women's division, by the way. Yeah, I'm all decked out in ROH. I got my ROH t-shirt on, got my ROH hat. And they are promoting AEW Revolution. That will be March 15th. We will also have a watch party for that event as well. A lot of things happening in March, including my birthday. So make sure if you want to send some birthday presents my way, you know, you can always call your friends and tell them to sub to Scripps Wrestling Federation. That would be a great birthday present. All right. So, Zeta Steel versus Johnny Robbie. All right. Our All In is going to be sometime in August, I believe. Zeta Steel wins the matchup. Christopher Daniels is the manager of SKYFLIGHT. SKYFLIGHT includes Darius and Dante Martin, Scorpio Sky, and Zeta Steel. So, let's see. Why is Tony Khan helping out with them TV deal? I don't understand why Warner Bros. Discovery picked TV deal for ROH. I don't understand it either, other than the fact that nobody wants ROH because it doesn't generate enough excitement. Maybe sooner or later, uh, ROH will become more interesting and they will have a TV deal, hopefully. And I don't mean a TV deal like AMC with TNA. That TV deal sucked. But anyway, and Mama Scripps says send me money. Mama Scripps, it is not your birthday. By the way, the 6-man tag I thought was going to be the main event is actually here right now. Okay, Shane Haste is his name. He didn't go by Shane Thorne, so it's gonna be Shane Haste Che Cabrera, and Bad Dude Tito. The TMDK, the Mighty Don't Kneel, is what TMDK stands for. And speaking of Christopher Daniels, isn't this SKYFLIGHT here? Yep. Scorpio Sky and top flight of SKYFLIGHT, accompanied by Zeta Steel and Scorpio Sky, Christopher Daniels. Calling the action tonight is Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman from AEW/ROH. Referee in the ring is Rick Knox. AEW and SWF, also HSN, celebrate Black History Month all this month. So my hat goes off to everyone who celebrates that. All right. TNA, huh? I want to send a special thank you to Tyler Helton, Mama Scripps, and our American rock star Patrick Palmer for showing up tonight. I know this was kind of short notice that we were going to do ROH instead of TNA. But I just found out about it, like yesterday. So, and hopefully y'all can spread the word and get more of our Federation family involved in watching ROH. The one thing I don't like about ROH is that most of who wrestles on ROH is already signed to some other company. Other than, of course, AEW's roster, which is ROH's roster. But Global Wars Canada, again, Friday, March 27th, we will have a watch party for that, not SmackDown, on that Friday. JCW is getting more interesting every week than WWE. I'm not hating on WWE. There's that's just your opinion, Tyler. You're entitled to your opinion as much as everybody else is. I don't actually know what JCW is, nor do I know if it's on television or not. But uh, you know, if you say it's better than WWE, it probably is because you're part of the Federation family, and I mean, hey, it's probably cheaper than WWE too. Of course, everything's cheaper than WWE these days. Let's see. JCW is on YouTube. Oh, really? Okay. What's it stand for, Tyler? The JCW, I mean. maybe I can look it up and we'll see what we can do. Let's see. How everything with WWE is getting more expensive. Yeah, I know. Like I said. Uh, hey guys, how about chicken strips and barbecue sauce? Oh man, you've gotta make me hungry, don't you? Oh my goodness, chicken strips and barbecue sauce? Wow, Mama Strips, thank you so much, says Patrick and Strips. Thank you. Oh, Vince Russo run. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Now he does. Okay. Vince Russo runs JCW. Alrighty. I'll look it up and see what happens. And there is the pinfall. Skyflight wins the match over TMDK. JP Giles, we were just talking about you. JP Giles, sounds fire. Can never go wrong with barbecue. Yeah, baby. JP Giles here. But it's Attitude 2.0 all over again. Oh, okay. JP Giles, hello. JP Giles, um, you said you did subscribe to SWF, so therefore I gave you a new title. It is the Vice President of Creative Writing and Booking. We now have 41 subs. So, who is this? Oh, that's Mark Davis. Oh, okay. Patrick, what's up, brother? All right. And the Tuck Man. That is the Tuck Man? Okay. Thank you, Scripts. All right. Interesting. Um, Look, I'd rather watch GCW than JCW 100%. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Let's see. I got a good idea how that will go. Yeah, me too. But anyway, let's see. Who we got? Tuckman versus Mark Davis. Here we are. Uh, the Tuckman, huh? Uh, he's been watching too many adult cartoons. The Duckman, you know. But anyway, because their rivalry with JCW versus GCW is fire. Oh, okay. Well, it depends, there's rivalries going on all over wrestling. You got AEW versus WWE. You got TNA versus whatever. I mean, TNA really is the only one that's really trying to stay out of the um, tribalism here, but they're just doing what they do. The only problem is they're in bed with WWE, so that uh, basically puts them in the tribalism warfare. Hey, JP, says Mama Scripts. Oh, let's see. Scripps, did you see that TNA is now on AMC? Curious what your thoughts are on that. They suck. We've already done some watch parties for TNA on AMC. It's worse now than they were when they were with Anthem's, whatever you call that, AXS, in my opinion, anyway. And plus, this is way more, way cheaper than paying $170 a year, uh, you know, to cover TNA. So I'm just covering ROH. Do you know Ohio Valley Wrestling? They're a dope pro wrestling company. Ohio Valley Wrestling used to be owned by Al Snow and was the developmental company to the WWE at one point. Let's see, JP Giles. Hey, Mama Scripps, great to see you. All right. This is wonderful to see everybody in here. We got 5 people in here. Thank you so much for joining us for ROH. What I'm christening ROH Rampage, because that's basically what Tony Khan has done. He's put Rampage on ROH programming. They said he can't have Rampage on TNT. Well, okay, he put it on ROH Honor Club. Just didn't call it Rampage. You know. Tyler, how are you, brother? Says JP. And also, like I said, BKL Entertainment. I don't know if he is the one that subscribed, but I'm assuming he is. So therefore, he is now the president of the SWF network. Like WWE has their own or had their own WWE network, we now have our SWF network. Not to be confused with the Hardcore Sports Network. Shout out, my brothers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, shout out to Mitch and AK, the founders of the Hardcore Sports Network. And again, I will be live for Raw on March 9th, along with um, Pyro Entertainment. He and I will be live both on Scripps Wrestling Federation and the Hardcore Sports Network, also on his YouTube channel, Pyro Entertainment. So we will be doing a Raw watch party at that point. So, okay, of course, we now know that Mark Davis won that match because Tuck Man kind of looked like he worked at Walmart. Um, Good to see you too, JP. All right. And here comes the Sisters of Sin. The Tuck Man. Who's the Tuck Man? That skinny little dude that was wrestling Mark Davis. That's who it was. Frankie B and Aisha are the opponents for the Sisters of Sin. Interesting. Here we go. Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue in action. Aisha and something B. I can't remember. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Queen B. There you go. Oh, Frankie B. Okay. Spelling bee. I don't care. All right, now Sky Blue showing her dominance. Why in the world is that woman wearing a ponytail in the ring? Doesn't she know she's gonna get that used against her? I think that's Frankie B in the ring with Sky Blue at this point. And I'm not sure who it was. Let's see, hang on. I skipped one. Let's see, which one did I skip? I don't see where I skipped any. What did I skip? Let me know. Um, it might not have gone through Mama Scripts. I'm not seeing it. Again, Hellfire Kai's birthday was yesterday. You want to say happy birthday to him. Hopefully, he's doing well and will be back with us soon. He probably thinks he's not missing anything, which he probably isn't, but you know. Let's see. Scripps, how are you watching ROH? I am watching on ROH Honor Club. You can get ROH Honor Club for $10 a month, and you can receive ROH everything, pay-per-views included. So it's a much better deal than TNA's $170 a year. Yeah, ROH is now on ROH Honor Club until they can get a TV deal. So, let's see. Um, what notable names are on ROH now? Basically, all of the AEW roster. I mean, but basically, as far as just ROH, Dalton Castle comes to mind. Jay Lethal. And as far as the women go, let's see. Athena is their world champion. The world champion for the men is Bandito. Shane Taylor Promotions is the six-man tag team champions. Television champion is Nick Wayne. Tag team champions are Sammy Guevara and Roosh, or excuse me, Sammy Guevara and the Beast Mortos. However, Roosh is on ROH as well, but he's injured at this point. The Beast Mortos was Black Taurus in TNA. Um, they got Mina Shirakawa wrestling in ROH now, who is from New Japan. Now currently signed to AEW/ROH, but she primarily wrestles in ROH. Also, they got the Renegade twins, Charlotte and Robin Renegade. Let's see, Awesome, Castle, Lethal, and Athena are all great. How is Nick Wayne looking? I just remember him from the Christian stuff. Yeah, he hasn't been wrestling here lately. I don't know what's going on with him. But they're not saying that he's injured or anything. He just hasn't been on TV. I think that's because of Christian Cage not being on TV as well. So, and of course, Luchasaurus is injured at this point. So, and there's Aisha being pinned by Julia Hart. Oh yeah, and the women's television champion is Red Velvet, and let's see, the ROH Women's Pure Champion is Deonna Purrazzo, formerly from TNA. And here are the Outrunners, Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. And here comes Dalton Castle, their tag team partner, as Dalton Castle and the Outrunners will be in action right now. Deonna is so good. Yes. Also, not yet, but there is rumblings that her husband, Steve Macklin from TNA, will be coming over to ROH soon. Steve Macklin used to be Steve Cutler from the Forgotten Sons in WWE. Okay. Will Cadis, Sam, and Jack Osborne. Those are the Huey, Dewey, and Louie wrestling Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. Shout out to anybody who can remember who Huey, Dewey, and Louie are. I'm showing my age here. Let's see. Why are the Outrunners on ROH? They should be on Dynamite. Yeah, but if ROH is to ever get a actual television deal, they need some strong competitors on ROH too. So personally, I think what they should do is they should merge AEW and ROH, or either that, or do away with ROH and bring back Rampage if you want. If you want to have another show for AEW, you don't have to have a whole new company. And split the roster in between the three shows. I mean, I get you don't want to be like WWE, but hell, uh, at least WWE is easier to uh, figure out who's on what show and uh, who's actually in the company. When you got 250 people on your roster, it's hard to keep track. Oh boy, they're fixing to do their elbow drop. Oh, no. It got broken up by one of the Three Stooges over there. Oh, fun fact. Uh, can anybody guess as to what Tony Khan's middle name is? Anybody got any guesses? uh, when you hear this is gonna make you laugh. His actual middle name, his full name is Anthony Rafiq Khan. Anthony Rafiq Khan. Makes me think of Rat Fink. It looks like Bryce Remsburg is having trouble keeping order in this matchup. Elbow drop slash double axe handle wins the match. Or no, or does it? Yes, it does. It wins the match for Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. That match lasted a little bit longer than it should. While they're taking you back to Grand Slam Australia, I'm going to take you back to Grand Slam Australia, the watch party for the Hardcore Sports Network and Scripps Wrestling Federation. Thank you to everyone who made that such a good success. Um, we had a great time having discussions and seeing old friends and new faces, and oh man, it was wonderful. Thank you so much. I like what the Outrunners bring to a match. Me too. Me too. Charlie Evans is now coming down the aisle. I don't know why she is being given a entrance, but there she is. Charlie Evans is going to take on Mina Shirakawa. Nobody's meaner than Mina. The only thing I don't like about her, she looks like she's got air fresheners hanging down from her mirrors. Those little dangly things on her gear there. But yes, indeed, there are the cakes from our chief baker and president, Patrick Palmer. Now, why she isn't on Dynamite 24/7, I have no idea. I mean, personally, I would love to see Mina Shirakawa wrestle Diana Perrazzo all day long. Apparently, they're doing some sort of merchandise thing where you can buy some sort of hat for charity, some sort of Ian Riccaboni hat. Anyway, it's all for charity. So that coincidentally is where they got the abolish, you know what, um, shirt that Brody King wore. But I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get canceled. 1, 2, nope. I don't know who this Charlie Evans is, but she looks pretty good in the ring. By the way, we are past the 1 hour mark. Thank you so much for everybody who stayed with me. And thank you also for everybody who was in the chat earlier today. That includes the American rock star Patrick Palmer, JP Giles, uh, the illustrious Mama Scripps, and Tyler Helton as well. Thank you so much to every single one of you. If I'm not mistaken, Mama Scripps, let's see, looks like we have one more match to go, and that's it after this one. So, this apparently is a 1 hour show. Which It does a body good when you're in a wheelchair. 1, 2, 2 count. The last I heard, um, the and it wasn't the Grand Slam watch party. It was the Dynamite watch party I'm referring to. The Dynamite watch party had 52 views between the Hardcore Sports Network and the Scripps Wrestling Federation. It also had 16 likes, the last I heard. So between the two. So thank you very much to everybody who pressed that like button, all the new subscribers, and those who viewed it and showed their support for the Scripps Wrestling Federation and the Hardcore Sports Network. And which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the Hardcore Sports Network, stay tuned for the oh man, I thought I was gonna remember the name. Uh, hang on 1 second. Let me figure that out. Hang on. Let's get that. Uh, let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Stay tuned for premium takes. With the uh, with the four horsemen. For the horsemen actually is what they call themselves. It's a um, co-hosted event, so I don't know who all's hosting that event, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Premium Takes podcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. Stay tuned; that will be right after uh, this uh, this watch party on the Hardcore Sports Network. She's calling for it, whatever she's calling for. And from what I see, Premium Takes Podcast is uh, a podcast that basically covers um, hot takes on uh, all of sports, including the WWE. And there's the curtain call. used by Goldust at one point. And Aubrey Edwards doing her best job. Mina Shirakawa wins the match. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is our main event. It's NJPW's Robbie Eagles versus 1/3 of the trio, or the six-man tag team champions of ROH. That is the captain, Sean Dean, from Shane Taylor Promotions. Robbie Eagles, I believe, is from the group known as uh, United Empire in New Japan Pro Wrestling, once led by Will Ospreay. Oh, excuse me. A member of TMDK, Robbie Eagles. Sorry about that. You can tell I don't watch much of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Robbie Eagles coming down the aisle. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Champion is Robbie Eagles. All right, referee for this match is Rick Knox. And here we go. Glorious Nation is has dropped a video or something. Glorious Nation, also a part of the Federation family as our floor director. See what I did there? And just in case you're wondering, he probably has not subscribed to Scripps Wrestling Federation, but he is a subscriber to the Hardcore Sports Network, and since we are, um, you know, in league with them, he automatically gets a a honorary position in Swift Wrestling Federation. Shawn Dean has not wrestled a match in ROH since October of 2023. We just found that out. I guess he's been primarily featured on Collision for these past 2 years. Got the 2 count. And there's a jumping elbow. 1, 2. Nope. All right. Finally, somebody talking. Let's see. So how does this help out ROH? They're still trapped in Honor Club. Well, it'll help out ROH if more people get their eyes on ROH, which if we all watch ROH on a consistent basis, maybe somebody will pick it up on their TV channel. But Tony Khan does need to put a consistent roster on ROH that only wrestles in ROH if he's going to make it a separate company. Well, if people like a lot of matches on a random Thursday night, this is the show for them. Apparently, you don't like it too much, Patrick. It's the show for me because it's cheaper. But anyway, 2 count. Let's see. This is why he needs to go spend that money on hiring people that wants better for these shows. Amen. Especially some creative writers. And I don't mean ex-wrestlers who think they can write. I mean actual entertainment industry writers. I mean, hell, WWE has 40 of them. That should tell you right there they come a dime a dozen. $450 on the leg. Was that? I guess that was intentional, as he now grapevines the leg and taps out Sean Dean. Robbie Eagles has won it. Oh, Lordy. And almost like 20% of their ideas get approved. Exactly. I understand. Tony Khan needs to check his ego at the door if he wants a successful a successful company. Uh, and I'm not just talking about ROH. I'm talking about AEW as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your show for tonight. For the Hardcore Sports Network, I am your man, or for the Hardcore Sports Network and the Scripps Wrestling Federation. I am your man, Scripps, saying enjoy your wrestling and always put the Federation first. Also, the Hardcore Sports Network. So make sure to put them two first. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow for WWE SmackDown. See you later, ladies and gentlemen.